The Strength in Softness, Rewriting the Rules of Resilience. I recently had the privilege of interviewing Juanyette Jones, and I'm still processing the profound wisdom she shared. If you don't know Juanyette, let me paint a picture. She's an extraordinary nurse who has transformed countless lives through her compassionate care, a single mother raising children with boundless love, and a woman who has redefined what strength truly means in a world that often misunderstands it. Her journey isn't just inspiring, it's revolutionary in how it reshapes our understanding of power, particularly for Black women balancing demanding careers while nurturing families. Our conversation left me fundamentally changed. Today, I want to share the wisdom Wanyat offered. Wisdom that speaks directly to anyone who's ever felt caught between their professional ambitions and personal well being. Have you ever noticed our bizarre cultural obsession with exhaustion? We wear burnout like some twisted badge of honor. I only slept 4 hours last night. I haven't taken a vacation in 3 years. I can't remember the last time I sat down for a proper meal. We say these things with a strange pride, as if depleting ourselves somehow proves our worth, as if running on empty makes us more valuable, more dedicated, more worthy. Juanyette Jones knows this narrative intimately. As a nurse working through the pandemic while raising children alone, she existed at the intersection of everyone needing something from her: patients, children, colleagues, community. The weight of those expectations could have crushed her. For many, it would have. But here's where her story takes an unexpected turn. Instead of doubling down on the strong Black woman trope that our culture so readily assigns, Juanyette chose a different path. She embraced what I've come to call the soft girl era, not as a passing trend, but as a revolutionary act of self preservation. Strength, she told me with quiet conviction, isn't about how much you can carry before breaking. It's about knowing when to set things down. This wisdom didn't come easily. It emerged through tears, through moments of feeling utterly overwhelmed, through the humbling recognition that no one, not even the most capable among us, can do it all alone. Let's pause here because I want you to really feel this truth. The expectation that Black women, particularly those in caregiving professions, should endlessly sacrifice themselves is not just unrealistic, it's dangerous. It's a recipe for burnout, health problems, and spiritual depletion. The first lesson Juanyette's journey teaches us is about resilience through adversity, but not the kind of resilience that means enduring pain silently. Rather, the kind that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Consider the remarkable story of Alice Benjamin, known professionally as Nurse Alice. Like Juanyette, Alice is a Black registered nurse and single mother who faced the triple challenge of gender bias, racial discrimination, and the demands of solo parenting while building her career in Los Angeles. During the height of COVID 19, when healthcare workers were pushed beyond their limits, Alice could have retreated. Instead, she leveraged her platform to educate communities about health disparities affecting people of color. She sought mentorship from other women who understood her journey. She prioritized her mental wellness through therapy and support groups. The result? Alice became one of the most visible nurses on national television during the pandemic. She was named the first African American president of the American Heart Association's Western States Board and became a regular contributor on NBC's Today Show. But here's what matters most: she did this not by sacrificing herself, but by honoring her limits and building systems of support. When I shared Alice's story with Juanyette during our interview, she nodded with recognition. That's exactly it, she said. Resilience isn't about never breaking, it's about having the courage to put yourself back together, maybe in a new way. This brings us to the second profound lesson from Juanyette's experience: the absolute necessity of community support. None of us were meant to walk this path alone. Yet so many Black professionals, especially women, feel isolated in predominantly white workplaces. The pressure to be twice as good while receiving half the recognition creates a particular kind of exhaustion that's difficult to articulate to those who haven't lived it. One yet spoke about finding her people, a circle of other nurses who understood both the professional challenges and the personal ones. This reminded me of another powerful example: Black Nurses Rock. Founded by Dr. Rometrius Moss, this organization emerged specifically to address the isolation experienced by Black women nurses due to underrepresentation and lack of mentorship opportunities. What began as a small support group has exploded into a movement with over 174,000 members globally. Through local chapters nationwide, Black Nurses Rock creates spaces where members share resources, offer emotional support, organize scholarships, and host networking events tailored for nurses navigating multiple responsibilities, including single mothers like Juanyette. Dr. Moss started this organization after watching talented colleagues leave nursing because they felt unsupported or invisible at work. The impact has been transformative, not just in improving retention rates among minority nurses, but in fostering a sense of belonging that sustains them through difficult times. Finding your people isn't a luxury, one yet emphasized during our conversation. It's oxygen. I want you to sit with that for a moment. Who are your people? Who sees you, truly sees you in all your complexity? Who holds space for your struggles without trying to fix them? Who celebrates your victories as if they were their own? If you're struggling to answer these questions, that's your sign. Building community isn't something that happens after you've achieved success. It's what makes success possible in the first place. The third lesson from Guanyette's journey may be the most countercultural of all. Self care is not selfish, it's strategic. In a world that profits from your self doubt and exhaustion, choosing to nurture yourself is a radical act, but it's also practical. You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. Dr. Iyayoma Nodim Opara understands this deeply. As an award winning Nigerian American physician and mother, she faced the crushing weight of expectations from her family, her culture, society at large, while juggling clinical duties with parenting responsibilities. The result was chronic stress and burnout early in her career. But rather than accepting this as the inevitable cost of success, Dr. Apara made a conscious decision to prioritize her well being. She implemented boundaries around work life balance, scheduling actual downtime that was non negotiable. She utilized therapy and coaching services specifically designed for women physicians and mothers. She recognized that caring for herself wasn't separate from caring for her patients and children. It was prerequisite to it. The outcomes were remarkable. Not only did her own mental health improve dramatically, but she inspired institutional changes promoting wellness programs at Wayne State University School of Medicine. Her personal journey led directly to broader advocacy initiatives benefiting others across the Detroit region and beyond. Named to Crane's Detroit business 40 Under 40, Dr. Apara launched innovative peer support circles now used nationally. She's empowered countless working mothers, including those outside medicine, to prioritize well being without sacrificing ambition. When I shared Dr. Appar's story during my conversation with Juanyette, she became emotional. That hits home, she said quietly. For so long, I thought taking care of myself meant I was taking something away from my patients or my children. Now I understand that it's the opposite. This is the heart of the soft girl era philosophy, the recognition that softness isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's the understanding that you deserve the same compassion you so readily offer others. One yet described her own journey toward this realization. I used to think being strong meant never asking for help, never showing vulnerability, never admitting I was struggling. Now I know that true strength is having the courage to say, I can't do this alone, and then building the support systems you need. So here's my challenge to you. What would your life look like if you embraced your own version of the soft girl era? If you rejected the notion that your worth is tied to your productivity, if you believed, truly believed, that you deserve rest, support, and joy, not because you've earned them, but because you exist, we stand at a critical crossroads. We can continue glorifying burnout culture, or we can pioneer a new way forward, one that honors our humanity, our limitations, and our need for connection. The revolution begins with a simple but profound act: putting down the cape. You were never meant to be a superhero. You were meant to be human, gloriously, imperfectly, authentically human. And in that humanity lies your true power. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, what can I set down? What support can I invite in? What would it feel like to be gentler with myself? The answers might surprise you. They might even change everything. Because when we embrace our softness, we don't become weaker, we become whole. And a world full of whole people supporting each other, caring for themselves, and redefining strength on their own terms, that's not just a better world, that's a revolution.